sniffing you all, bro. Sniffing Liverpool. Sniffing Arnie Slot's bald head, bro. Sniffing that bald head. I'm sniffing it. We're close now. 2 points, bro. 2 points behind. We're sniffing it. Yeah? I'll be real, though, yeah? I'm telling you now, yeah? When we go 1-0 down, it's reactions like that we need. Because that was my only question with Arsenal is, do we have the character to come back when the chips are against us away from home 1-0? And I'll be real, if you can come back 1-0 down after Newcastle, you can do anything. Because if you look at the game, yeah, you look at it on paper, they match us for physicality. They match us to be able to sit down, absorb a game, chill out. They can do that, bro. They got the physicality, they got the players, they're massive across the board, they're strong, they're fast, they're athletes, they're quick. Them going 1-0 up is worst case scenario because then they could just sit in and bake off. And I think looking at that game, them going 1-0 up for me is one of the worst matchups let alone Arsenal, for anyone, but for Arsenal specifically, I think that's a horrible matchup because all the things that we're really good at, they're also really good at as well, like especially from the physicality side. So I think this is the biggest win of the season so far, biggest win of the season. Even though we got bumped with a penalty, because I think to say that's not a penalty would mean that I can go around. If let's say I'm in a Sunday league game, if it's not a penalty, then that means I can take kickoff, kick the ball, run up to the other team and bang him in his face. Because if you're saying it's not a pen because Nick Pope's baby toe clipped the ball before he banged him in his face, then that's ridiculous, bro. So that means what you're telling me is as long as I touch the ball, I can just go around, just headbutting and punching people up, just kicking the hell out of everyone. That's what I heard. And people are saying that the Gabriel penalty is a penalty. I think you're also miles off it. He's kicked the ball at his shin and you need your arm up. And this goes back to another point I've made before. Is, man, you can tell someone has never kicked ball before by the things that they say. Because a man told me today, why is his hand up there? So when you slide, do you slide like this? When you slide tackle, do you slide like this, bro? Are we penguins, brother? Bro, this is what gets me hot. When you slide tackle, do you go in like this, bro? Like a salmon, bro. You need your arm up for balance. You have one here, bro. This is what I'm saying. Some people, bro, yeah, go to Power League, or even go to your local Sunday League team, just play a match. Just one. Play one match before you start talking about football. And then learn to do 20 kick-ups. That's the minimum I want. Go and play a match of football, please, and then learn to do 20 kick-ups. Then we can have some form of conversation about football. Man are telling me why is his arm in the air. Alright, cool. So next time, Gabriel, yeah? A little hint, because obviously this guy knows more about football than you with all the games that he's played in the Prem. So next time you do it, just go in like this, bro. Keep your arms by your side and slide. I'm getting hot. I'm getting mad. Bro, I'm getting hot. I'm getting mad. I'm actually getting mad. Another thing as well, I don't love the Rice and Zubimendi pivot. I don't like Rice deep. I don't like it. I don't think it works. And I think it shows because of what Rice becomes when Odegaard comes on. Rice without Odegaard, I don't like. Because Odegaard allows Rice to go and make those runs. I don't think Rice in this deeper role makes sense. And I don't like it. Never have. I never will. So I think we need to find a way to keep Zubi in a single pivot. I'd even go as far as, I was about to say a madness. Let me chill out. But I don't like a double pivot. I don't like it one bit. What else as well? I think also a lot of Odegaard doubters. I think a lot of it is about accepting what Odegaard's new role in this team is, bro. And it's not. I don't think it's a 10. But if you look at the ball that he played to Miles Lewis-Skelly, bro, that's from deeper areas. In those deeper areas, he's a demon, bro. He's a demon. He's got the quality. He's got the ball retention. He can turn very quickly. He's hell for people, bro. Odegaard in that deeper role is hell for people, and it allows Rice to make those demon runs, bro. I really like him in that deeper role where he's not in the pocket right next to the back four. I think he's better in a slightly deeper role. And I think that is what he develops into. And I think everyone needs to adapt to that. I think the days of seeing 15 goals and 15 assists from your 10 or no, not say 10, let's make it specific to Odegaard. The days of seeing where this guy's booting off 10 and 10, I don't think is right. I think it's time to accept Odegaard in more of more of a Xavi role blended with a bit in Iniesta. I think that is where that's where he now becomes a potentially world-class player for Arsenal. I think that looks crazy to me. Like Odegaard in that role could be crazy to me. And lastly, the last 2 points I want to make is Mikel Merino. You're the best striker I've ever seen. In my day, I've seen them all. I've seen Thierry Henry, Zlatan, R9, Messi, Ronaldo. Mikel Merino is the best in the world. Massive game player, massive goals. Wow, man. Just what a player. Mikel Merino is the best player I've ever seen. He's the best looking, fastest. He's just the best, bro. Mikel Merino is the best player I've ever seen. What a goal. What a goal, man. What a player. Mikel Merino, bro. Mikel, bro. What a player. I honestly think, yeah, there's a lot of people that was grilling him after last game. Like, I'm not sure he's a centre mid, bro. I think he's a striker. I think it might be time for us to accept Mikel Merino as a striker, bro. I'll be real. I think he's a striker. But lastly, though, I think if you look at that last 10 minutes from Arsenal as well, that last 10 minutes from Arsenal is some of the best I've seen us. That level of pressure, bro. I don't think any team in the world lives with that type of pressure that we applied to Newcastle there, bro. It was inevitable. That pressure there was crazy, bro. I think what Arteta will learn from that though as well is that he probably watched us play and thought that level of domination and squeeze and pressure that we just applied in that last 10 minutes, maybe now it makes him think a bit differently about some of the. I think the lineup today, not necessarily negative, but I think it's like not conservative, but a bit set. I don't think it's safe. Like people say words like cowardly, all these mad words, but I think you can trust a few of these attacking players to not lose their minds so that we don't lose the control on that game. I think you can trust people like Eze to not just be running all over the place and having no tactical nuance to actually still keep control of the game. I think that's what Arteta's looking for, is control rather than being a coward. I think people are getting it wrong. I don't think he's a coward. I think he's somebody that wants to just control the game, wants to know the evil. And I think we can have that as well as trusting a few of these players to do different things. Do you know what I mean? I don't think we need Rice to sit in. I think the pressure can be in a different form. But yeah, man, I think after watching that game, I'm really positive about us winning the league. I think we're gonna win the league. Anyone that wants to put in a bet, let me know. Message me, DM me. PazztheCreator across all platforms. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna bang in your face.